right. All right, what's going on, guys? So we got market at all-time highs. So it looks like CPI data came out showing good results. So I guess the market's back all the way up at all-time highs again. Crazy. But yeah, we have GME. Let's take a look here. GME sort of selling off now. Back down to 40 bucks, but still holding this previous low, which is good. What's up, guys? Jacob's point of view. What's up? I watch your videos all the time. I like your editing style. It's really unique. I'm sure your channel's gonna take off pretty well. But yeah, I always look forward to your videos, man. But yeah, GME off the lows, still holding the low. So maybe we curl up at the open. But if we do start to break below this 40 level and this $36 level, I would consider it, backside. As far as on the daily chart, we did reclaim most. We topped out at 80 pre-market, so we did reclaim most of this previous move post split. So I would assume that most shorts that were in this, writing it down, covered into this move yesterday and the day before. So I'm not really sure if it's going to have enough juice to really make a new high over 80. Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to have enough juice to make a new high over 80. I know we have like Andrew Tate pumping it and all that, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. I mean, these big banks, they got money. They have enough money to really influence the stock price, and I think they learned their lesson probably from 2021 to not get oversized or over leveraged to the short side. So I don't think this is gonna continue much higher. EDBL is another stock. This one's pretty volatile. But yeah, I didn't trade FFIE or CTNT yesterday. Hat on, James. I pretty much only traded GameStop on the first bounce after the open. I didn't have it recorded, so I didn't show it yesterday. But I timed this low pretty perfectly. So after the two halt downs, I thought this was a overextended dip buy. So an overextended dip buy to where it sells off, kind of like a rubber band effect. So it sells off until it gets to the point where it reverses. And after these halt downs, I was looking for a dip, and then a kind of like a pop spring back up, which we did get. But I did take my profits too soon. I was in at like 46.50. I sold around 49.50 or 50. And if I would have held, could have been another maybe 500 bucks or something on the day. But it's better to, usually it's better in the long term to take your profits as you have them rather than kind of hope. But I could have scaled out to maybe make a little bit more. EDBL. So if you take a look at the scanner, EDBL is the leading gapper of 85%. If you guys want to take a look at how I make my scanner, there is a video that I have on how I find my pre-market gappers, which is a pretty valuable video, and it just goes through how I set up my scanner through Thinkorswim to scan for pre-markets and the open. So EDBL is the leading gapper of 88%. The spread on this one is going to be definitely a little bit wide at times. I can definitely already tell. It's showing pre-market maybe 7-cent, 9-cent spread. So it could be a little risky, and I don't have Dash Trader. I don't have the offset hotkeys. So I'm pretty much stuck with market orders for the most part. Yeah, Andrew Tate has been pumping GME. He did post a video saying that, or a tweet, something on Twitter. SINT. But yeah, Jacob, the day trading is actually, if you can get the hang of it and you can get a profitable strategy going, it's a pretty good source of revenue or source of income for travelers, because it just gives you that that freedom to kind of be able to make money from wherever. And also combined with YouTube, with your YouTube channel, you'll have a nice solid 2 income sources. So yeah, learning how to day trade would definitely be a good asset to learn for the travelers. The only thing is you're going to need strong Wi-Fi at all times. But I think what I saw in the last video, you were in Japan, so Japan's pretty developed, so I don't think you have any problems with Wi-Fi. I'm planning on hitting like Thailand and Philippines and Vietnam, Indonesia, like all those countries. A little bit less developed, so the internet might not be as reliable, but I'm going to give it a shot because I want to see those areas. But going to try to have day trading to be able to fund my travels as I go, which could get interesting. Who knows how it's going to go, but I'm just going to give it a shot. Tom, are you going to use Dash today for all your transaction? I contacted Dash yesterday because there are glitches and the customer service said not to use it yet because it was in beta phase. Yeah, I tried using it yesterday and I did have a lot of trouble. I had sticky orders not getting filled, kind of just hovering orders. Probably not going to use Dash today until the beta is over, because one mistake on that can cost me hundreds of dollars. All right, cool. Travel's good. Stay at hostels. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a hostel guy. I kind of like, because the people at the hostels, they seem to like to just party, and I'm like not much of a partier. I like the guy. I'm like more of an adventure traveler. I just like, going out to like more nature kind of remote places where there's no like tourists. So hostels, I don't know if that's going to be the best for my type of traveling. Plus, then you also have to worry about people stealing your shit. And yeah, I like to be. I want to be around the locals. I don't want to be around like other like tourists. But what do you think about Visa today? Visa, let's see here. Low volume, under VWAP, not really my thing. SINT doesn't look terrible. Let's see if it has news. Good news came out on Visa for sure. I have a digital marketing agency at the moment, but trading is super interesting. Nice. Yeah, it's good to have like a diverse skill set, different ways to make money, especially when traveling. Because sometimes trading isn't going to be profitable. Sometimes, I don't know how YouTube is anymore, but I know it's going to take a long time for YouTube to really pay out any sort of significant money. So I can't really bank on that. So day trading is definitely a good way, or any other business that you have. And I've even heard like teaching English, like at the least, like last resort, like if you really need money, just become an English teacher. And at least you could get by with that until something else starts to pay. Now there are a lot. I choose one with good Wi-Fi, and there are loads, and you can get your own private room. You can get room for the country. Good luck. Travel 9 months. Nice. Thanks for the comment there. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it then. With the hostels. Let's see what else we got here. What do you think about Visa? Let's see. All right, Visa secures 5 licensings with major brands. Pretty decent catalyst, actually. 3 additional global brands reviewing agreement. First Visa E-enabled products to launch in second half of 2024. Pretty decent. Pretty decent catalyst. However, the chart isn't looking too great. That's the only problem. But if we pop up at the open and we get some decent volume, then it could be good. So at Visa, we're trading around 415. Yeah, we got to break the pre-market high for it to be good. For a break over 5, maybe we get the 6 or 7. Who knows? Who knows? But the chart isn't looking good. I have to see strength first. I can't just buy this with this kind of volume. I'm going to need like a really strong volume here, a nice fat green candle up to like 440, 450. I'll put an alert on it in case it does pop up. Yeah, that's not really my style to just be buying stocks like that. I have a pretty strict strategy as far as entries and exits and which stocks to trade, and Visa just does not fit that criteria because of the low volume. My strategy is trading the stocks that everyone is looking at. Right now, I'd say a lot of people are looking at EDBL, GME, of course. GME is still trading good volume. We could see a bounce play at the open. AMC also as well. So AMC and GME. AMC is a sympathy play of GME, so that's why they kind of trade in tandem, kind of trade in like kind of like side by side, similar chart pattern, and they're pretty much linked through just the meme stock craze. Even though their business is not relatable, they're completely different industries. They're trading in tandem because market makers and algorithms have linked them together because they were both popping up in 2020 through the whole meme stock mania. So the algorithms are kind of trading similarly on both stocks. So that's why they trade very similar. What stocks are you watching at the open? I don't know. I don't know what stock I'm watching at the open, actually. I don't know. Nothing really looks like obvious yet, like as far as like a clear winner. I think the tension is going to be scattered at the open, and it might be tough to kind of dial in on one. Maybe GME. I think GME could give a pop at the open before it does retest the lows. Or we could retest the lows and then rip up to VWAP. It's really tough to say. I'm just going to have to take it as it comes. It could also be like sit on my hands too for like a good hour or a good 30 minutes. Who knows? It may not even be a trading day. It really depends. It really depends. Yesterday we didn't really have a proper low float runner because everyone was looking at GME and it was really kind of stuck in that consolidation all day. I'll put an alert here on EDBL. EDBL is on your main watch. Nice little ABCD. Yeah. I think EDBL has potential. Roaring Kitty is posting a lot. Let me check his Twitter and see if he posts anything recently. I'm not really a meme stock trader. I'd actually do better on stocks that are not meme stocks, to be honest with you. Yeah, it looks like he's posting a lot of like videos. This guy's kind of strange. He has to be careful. He has to be careful what he says online because he's being closely monitored by regulators in the SEC. Because he doesn't want to catch a charge for manipulating markets with his following. So you can get arrested for or penalized for manipulating markets if you have a following. So you have to be careful what you say. You can't blatantly just tell people just to buy this stock or anything. You can't tip off anything about a stock if you have a following. That's why people always say like, oh, this is not financial advice. Don't copy me. And just you got to be careful with the way you word things as far as posting stuff online because you could get charged. So he seems to be posting a lot of like subtle messages that are not overt, so that you can't really say that he's doing anything, which is smart. So we got about 7 minutes to the open. EDBL still kind of in a good area. All right, so on the chart on the side chart I have EDBL, WISA, SINT, GME, and FFIE. What about BSFC? No, not too cheap, not really my thing. I think FFIE, well, SINT is probably going to be the cheapest I'm going to trade if it does move. It's already pretty cheap, but we did see FFIE that was kind of trading in that similar price range yesterday. That went from 7 cents all the way up to 70 cents, which is crazy. So maybe SINT can be a similar setup or similar play today. So FFIE did have kind of like a pretty nice red to green move here at the open. Ripping pretty nicely, and then also another leg here midday, and then overnight, an overnight gap. So maybe SINT can give a similar setup. So I should probably put an alert here at 15, just in case I'm not looking at it. And then when I'm alerted, I can look for the break of 17. RELI. Yeah, right. Unless you're in Congress, you won't get charged. Nancy Pelosi, for example. The best day trader ever to exist. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? I bet she doesn't even know what a bull flag is. She probably doesn't even know what, like, a limit order is. Yeah, RELI, low volume. All right, so we got about 3 minutes. As you guys are tuning out and getting ready for the open, hit that thumbs up button for me on the way out. And consider subscribing if you're new. I'd love to have part of the community. And you can also check out the links in the description when you are free. And if we don't get anything decent, I think I'll do a recap because it seems pretty active, but I'm not sure if we're going to have any like clear winner. Attention seems to be dispersed, so we'll see what we get, but I'll try to do a recap today if we see something nice. So good luck, stay calm, cool, and collected. Don't risk the boat if there's no quality setup, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, good luck. Peace.